Hi, greetings everyone. Welcome from Las Vegas. My name is Mina and I am the community resident ambassador here at the Enclave here in Las Vegas. And I just wanted to tune in for a couple of minutes here to kick off National Grandparents Day tomorrow. Not sure if you guys knew that tomorrow was National Grandparents Day. I actually didn't know that it was Grandparents Day, a National Grandparents Day, until I became a grandmother myself. So today we're going to be making a really super cute project. I did post it on the TI Enrichment Resident Programs page so you guys can get an idea of what we'll be making. It's going to be super easy. We're just going to be using... Hi, thank you for joining today. We're going to be using, today I'm using a pickle jar, but you can use a spaghetti jar, whatever you want to use. And the great part about this, you guys, is this is not just a photo frame vase that you can use to gift for National Grandparents Day. This can be something that you can use just as a decor in your home. You can use this as centerpieces for like a baby shower, a bridal shower, even a wedding. You can make it as fancy as you like. You can make it as relaxed as you like. It just really depends on your preference. I myself, again, you guys know that I love daisies, I love sunflowers, anything like that. So mine is going to have that rustic, crunchy feeling with a bunch of sunflowers. Again, it doesn't have to even be a vase. It can be like a pen holder. I actually use one of mine, for a pen and scissor holder by my desk because I work from home. So we're just going to go ahead and get started so that you guys know what we're going to be using today. We're going to be using a pickle jar or a spaghetti jar, whatever empty recycled jar that you have. We're going to be using some paint. We're going to be using scissors. We're going to be using my glue sticks. You guys know my favorite glue sticks. My handy dandy glue gun. A bunch of artificial flowers. And I'm just basically using some of the leftovers I had from the fall frame, the fall wreath that I shared with you guys about a week ago or so. And then we're going to use some ribbons and some paintbrushes. And then we're going to use some baby wipes because, again, you guys know that I like to do projects that are a little bit forgiving. So when you mess up, you can use a paper towel, napkin. I actually spilled a whole bunch of paint on my little table here while I was creating the project, and I just used a little bit of this really affordable, cheap baby wipes that I grabbed at Dollar Tree for $1. And then we're just going to use some ribbons to just fancy it up. So to get started, we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and take our jar here. And then you're going to take your favorite picture. I have a picture here of my grandson and my daughter. And what you're going to do is you're just going to cut it up. Cut it the whatever way that you want to make it look like on your in your jar or on your jar. And then you're just going to insert it inside. Make sure that it fits in there. Okay. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and get some tape. And you're just going to go ahead and tape it. Of course, I forgot my tape, so I'm just going to use some, let me see, I believe I have some regular packaging tape here. I don't have any tape right now, so we're just going to go ahead and just imagine that this is taped. All you're doing is you're just going to tape it on the sides here, and it's not going to matter if it shows or not, because the thing is you're just going to paint around it. Okay, so basically here's your recycled jar. Here's your picture that you used. You can use a picture right out of the one that you get when you develop your film, or you can or do they even develop film anymore? I don't know, but you can use the ones that you get when you get your prints, or you can just print it right off of your printer, your computer printer. So just to kind of speed up the process, because I know that painting itself is going to take some time, is remember you're just going to take the jar, you're going to put the picture in there, and you're just going to tape it, okay? Once you're done with that, you're going to take your paint your brush, and you're just gonna paint all over. You can either paint it on the inside or paint it on the outside. I myself did it with both. As you can see, that's what I did here. And this is just, I had to do one that was already, I literally did this like 30 minutes ago, and the acrylic paint is already dry. It's matte, so if you want a gloss finish, make sure that you get like a glossy paint. Or if you want, you can get some Mod Podge, which has a glossy finish on it, and you can just put that over your paint. On the camera, or on on the video itself, you can't see it's you will see the blemishes in real life. So if you want, what you can do is you can just go ahead and continue to paint over it until you see or find the finish that you want. Okay, and this is where I go in with my baby wipes, because again, I'm not perfect, so sometimes I do make mistakes. So if you around here, it's hard to paint it without making a little bit of mistakes. So I just go in with my little baby wipe here, and I just kind of trim it. You can use Q-tips as well. You just trim the paint finish off of here so that it looks cleaner. And again, you can use this with Q-tips and water. You can use this with a baby wipe. You could use this with paper towel. I just grabbed whatever I had here, and I'm basically doing this, you guys, so that it looks cleaner, the frame itself, because remember, at the end of the day, this is a frame, so you want to feature the frame. You don't want it to look messy around the picture. So I'm just basically cleaning it up a little bit so that it looks more finished and more professional. But again, it doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, the kids are the ones that's going to be doing this. So make this a fun, it doesn't have to be just the kids, because you can make it yourself. But this is supposed to be an enjoyable project for your kids. And again, it doesn't cost a lot. I'm sure you have pictures already lying around at the house. And then all you have to do is grab some of your recycled spaghetti jars. I know my family hates when I hold on to those things, but I do it for these reasons, because this is a nice gift. So here we go. I've already painted it on the inside and the outside. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take, you could do two things. You could, if you're going to use fake flowers, like I'm going to use some of this. It's called floral foam. And what you're just going to do is you're going to cut it, and you're going to make it to the size so that it fits on the inside, just so that you know that this is very it's manipulating, so you can manipulate it, but make sure you try to cut it as accurate as possible. Okay, so what you're going to do now is you're going to take these, you're just going to take your little decor here, and you're just going to start inserting it in here so that it's like you're just arranging some flowers. It doesn't have to be perfect. Again, this is just whatever preference you like. And for me, I prefer the fake flowers because, again, I like sunflowers, and sunflowers can be expensive sometimes. So I just like using whatever leftovers I already have. And I'm just going to go ahead and insert it in here, what I have here. And again, you can just arrange it however way that you want. I still have some of the extra little foamy things that I had from my wreath last week. So I'm going to put some of that in here. And again, remember, it's the foam, the floral foam that I inserted on the inside that's holding these flowers up, okay? And this is a fun little project for the kids. The great part about this is that if you want to use fresh flowers, all you have to do is take a red Solo cup, trim it. You don't even have to get the floral foam anymore. You don't even have to get this. You're just going to get a red Solo cup or a plastic cup. You're going to cut it. You're going to drop it on the inside of this jar, add some water to it, and then there you go. Put your flowers in there and you're good to go. So again, it just really depends on what your preference is. I prefer to do it this way because I don't mind fake flowers, because fake flowers last forever. So I'm just continuing to put the flowers in here. And again, this is just going to be a super easy project. It's not even going to take that long. Literally, we're almost done right now. Hi, thank you to those that are watching. So, let me see. And then I have a scarecrow here from my frame last week. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in here as well, just as an added decor. You don't have to use it, but I'm sure it's definitely a festive way to kick off the season. So, So here is my arrangement. Super easy, super fun. And the great part is that if you use the fake flowers or artificial flowers, you can change up the flowers for every season. So just to make it a little bit more fancy, I'm going to go ahead and take some of my ribbon here. I have some ribbon that has some gold leaves on it, and I'm just going to wrap it around the rim. Okay, you could put a ribbon there, whatever you want. I actually am just going to wrap it around the rim. Oh, I actually had some more flowers here, so we're going to try to see if we can put some more over here. We're going to wrap it around the rim. And then we're going to put a little ribbon there. But again, just so for those that are watching, I'm just going to repeat this because I know that we went pretty fast. You're going to use a jar, a spaghetti jar, a pickle jar. I actually have a pickle jar because it has a wider, the lid has a wider mouth. You can use a mason jar. Those are like $1 at the 99-cent store. Your artificial flowers, glue gun, glue sticks, ribbons, anything extra you have. And then if you don't want to use artificial flowers, you can definitely use, you can put a plastic cup inside of the jar, put a little bit of water in there, and put your living flowers in there. Again, if you're not a flower person, and the person that you're gifting this to or that you want to use it for, you know, has a desk, you can always use it to put pens and pencils, rulers. If you're going to gift it to a teacher, you can do the same thing. Just be careful when you give these art. If you do decide to use this and you use artificial flowers, make sure that you're watching the kids when they're doing this, because it's really hard to get this to cut. So I might just have to actually put it in here, in the back here. I can really cut it. It wouldn't let me cut it, so I'm just going to go ahead and just put it in the back here. So we can add some extra flowers back here. Okay. What I like are these flowers are bendable. So it allows you to arrange it however way that you want. Okay. So again, to get back to what we were doing about the ribbons, I'm going to go ahead and open these glue sticks, which I also bought at the dollar store. You can get like 20 of them for 99 cents. And I'm going to insert it in my glue gun. I'm going to wait for that to melt a little bit. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and take my ribbon and I'm just going to measure it around the mouth of the lid or mouth of the jar. Okay. just going to go ahead and glue gun it around the jar. Okay. I want to make sure that I do this evenly. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this glue. I'm going to apply it to the, I'm going to apply it to certain parts of the rim so that the ribbon adheres. Okay. And literally our project is almost done. Probably have about 5 to 7 more minutes until it's over. So this is something that's going to keep the kids occupied. That's the great part. It's something that they can look at and see that they've accomplished something. So that's always a good thing, especially with this whole quarantine and distance learning. This is definitely a good project for them. And if you don't want to use a glue gun, you don't have to. You guys just know that I like using it, but you can definitely use like regular craft glue, which they also sell at the Dollar Tree. So again, I'm just wrapping this around the mouth of the jar. We're almost done here. And I know that some of you guys go back and look at these projects later on. So even if you can't watch it live, I do appreciate that you guys take the time to watch your live or watch my live when you get a chance during your day. I know it's the weekends and a lot of you guys have other things that you have to do. So again, I do appreciate that you take the time to watch me, even if it's later on in the evening when you want, when you wound down from a day of work or running errands or taking kids to crafts and things like that, or to sports and things of that nature. So here is how I wrapped it. What I'm going to go ahead and do is just an added thing. I'm going to go ahead and put this flower in the middle. Let's see if I can put this flower in the middle. I'm actually going to put the ribbon. I made a little bit of a mistake right here in the paint shown through. So in order for me to cover that up, I'm going to go ahead and put a ribbon right here to cover that. Okay, and I'm going to take some of this glue gun again, and I'm just going to apply it. I actually saw a friend of mine do this as a centerpiece for her wedding. Of course, it was a little bit more fancy, and she used the fancy paint and things of that nature. But it was a really nice centerpiece, and that's kind of how I got this idea. So let's see here. I'm just going to go over this just a little bit more, and then I'll show you the finished project. Again, that was super easy. It didn't take any time at all. It's just enough time to keep the kids occupied. And sometimes kids, they don't hold a lot of attention. So sometimes it's good when you can get a project that doesn't take too long. And trust me, if you were to give this to any grandparent, they would love and appreciate any type of gift, especially one that that allows them to show off their grandchildren or their kids or what have you. So I'm almost done with this now. And again, you can make this as fancy as you want. You can make this as relaxed as you want. It just really depends on your decor. I'm actually going to put this on my office desk. Just, you know, as a cute little thing to constantly remind me of my daughter and my grandson. And I'm actually going to go over this, even though I've already decorated it. I'm actually going to go over this, and I'm going to put Mod Podge on it so it's a little bit more glossy. And again, if you do use a glue gun, please be careful. It does hurt if you get burned with it. So that's it. That is our grandparents' this is the gift that that I'm sharing with you guys today to kick off National Grandparents Day tomorrow. This would be definitely a cute gift to give them. Picture of their grandbabies, and then a little vase. They can always take these artificial flowers out. They can put a little plastic cup in there, add some water to it, and put real flowers on there. So again, let me just remind you of what you're going to need for this project. You're going to need some paint. I got these for 50 cents at Walmart. You're going to need some paint brushes. I got like 4 or 5 of them at the Dollar Tree for $1. Ribbon if you want to decorate the rim or the mouth of the jar. You're going to get some glue sticks, again, if you want to glue. You're going to get some flower foam so that the artificial flowers will stand up. And then the most important part about all this is your jar. So again, I just used a regular pickle jar, and then a picture of whatever it is that you're going to use. Again, it doesn't have to be a vase. It can be a scissor holder. It can be a pen holder for your desk. It can be for anything. If you have any questions or concerns, if you have anything that you want me to show a DIY on a specific project or anything, definitely log in or sign in to the little link that I added to let us know how we're doing. And also tune in on Friday at 12 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I will be on this site, and I will be celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month by teaching you guys how to make beef empanadas, and also talking about Hispanic Heritage Month. Thank you guys for tuning in today. Have a blessed day. Take care and have a great week. Stay safe.